Hi everybody, this is Mr. Hesh and I'm just going to create a short video on how to navigate and access Slooh. So Slooh is a website, a program that we'll be using. What we do in Slooh is we actually access telescopes in the Canary Islands and in Chile to take images of things in space, and there's some text and reading and questions that go along with those to help us learn more about astronomy. So it's kind of an addition to our online textbook and the things we do in class. Kind of the overall way that Slooh is set up is you have a dashboard, and with the dashboard you can browse or look for quests. Now I will assign quests to you. The first one is called How Big? And so I don't have a student version of the desktop in front of me. You can probably look under assignments and possibly find where I've assigned one. You could browse quests and find the one we're going to do. And so the first one we're going to do, I'm just going to go to completed quests for me. You might want to browse. And how big is the first one we're going to do? You might have to search this a little bit. Now, how big is considered a beginner quest. And what you're doing with how big is you're looking at kind of a scale of the solar system and universe. And you'll be doing a little bit of calculating within this activity. So it says you can complete it in 1 week, and it's available all year long, and then you can get quest points or whatever they're called. So how to navigate the website here a little bit. The icons up in the upper left. The first one brings you to the dashboard, which is this page. The second was a pull down menu for with some information. The third one, this is a little telescope observatory that brings you directly to the telescopes. This will also allow you to access a mission setup feature and photos that you've taken through this, and then of course a search function. So this searches for different guides regarding learning more about different things. It's not necessarily going to take you to the quests and things like that. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. Sign in is over here. You can see, close that out. And you've got some reminders and some other stuff here. So let's talk about the first quest. The first quest is called How Big? And the purpose of this, like I said, is learning about kind of the scale of the solar system and universe. So you will go ahead and open that up. I'm going to click View Quest. And the quest starts off with, one moment while we get it to load here, hopefully. There we go. Now you can see there's a quest report. That's the thing you're going to share with me at the end when you've completed it. So this says I've completed the quest, but I'm going to go ahead and continue anyway. As I scroll down, here are the steps within the quest. And you'll complete these in order until you complete all of them. So the first one is regain some perspective. So let's get you started on the first one. Okay, the first one starts off with some terminology. Go ahead and read through those or refer back to them as you need. The first one, I know questions will be asked about the domains of space, the solar system, Milky Way, and deep space. The solar system, what it is, the Milky Way, what deep space is considered, standard unit of measurement, light year, and then some reading. And so the reading goes through information, just some basic information, and then gives you the objectives of this quest. And in this quest, it says you'll be able to answer the following. What are the 3 domains of space? What are the 3 standard units of measurement for each domain? And how do you convert the size of an object from one unit to another? So that's probably the part that I'm going to have to help students with the most. The rest is pretty much just kind of reading and answering questions. So your job would be to read, and then you can see my questions have already been answered, so I'm not going to go show you all of these. But as you get to the questions, it says review your answers below. The 3 domains of space are nestled in each other like a Russian Matryoshka doll. those nesting dolls. Order the domains by their physical diameters from largest to smallest. And so from the reading, you would get that. Goes on to teach about the light year, how many kilometers are in a light year, and then you can copy and paste or write that down. This is self-grading for a lot of the stuff. And then you can go on to the next step. Okay, the next step is going to have you take images. I'm going to scroll down as you answer questions from the reading. And then it says here, the sun. It says if you already have an image of the sun. Well, you don't. So you're going to take an image of the sun. Now, this is going to have to be done before 11 a.m. The reason is where the telescope for the sun is located in the Canary Islands. And by the time afternoon in Minnesota rolls around, the sun has already set. So it says here, Canary 5 telescope is the solar telescope. It operates on clear weekdays and usually comes online around 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock Universal Time, which is 5 a.m. Eastern Time, which would be 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, and will remain online until 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So understand you'll have to do your images in the morning. Okay. Press the camera icon to snap an image and return to this step, and then press Find Image. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the Canary 5 telescope. And you can see, oh, bad link. That's okay. So what I will do is I'm just going to go up here to the upper left then. And I can click on the icon for the telescope observatories. Looks like my internet's a little slow here. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go on. We'll see if this loads. There we go. As I open that up, we're looking for Canary 5. Okay, and this is the one that's online, it says here. I'll click on that, and that opens up the view of the sun. Nice image of the sun here. Sometimes there's a narrator up here in the corner. You can turn on volume and hear what they're saying about different images. You just need an image of the sun for this activity, so I'm just going to go ahead and click the camera, and that will take an image and it will save it to my Slooh folder. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the quest, and to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and hit dashboard. Usually there's a back to the quest button. I don't see that here, so I'll just, if I click the back, oh, that did it. Just clicking the back button works as well. Okay. We are going to image the moon next. So once you've imaged the sun, you can add that to your folder when you click Find Image button below, and then you can find that for the sun, and that's way down here. So here I've already got a picture of the sun. I've already got a picture of the moon. So to find an image of the moon or to take an image of the moon, you're going to set up a quest for that. And so, I'm sorry, a mission for that. And I'm going to do that this way. If I go to the telescopes, click on that. At the very top, it says Mission Setup. And then I'm going to choose what I want to image. There's a lot of different things here, and I'm going to choose the moon. You can scroll through and see all the different types of things that you can direct these telescopes to take an image of. I'm going to take a picture of the moon. It takes a little while to load. What it's doing is it's loading the available moon phases. You'll see in a later quest that we'll be doing those. So currently I could take a picture of a waxing crescent, a first quarter, and a waxing gibbous. So waxing crescent will probably be the first one. That's probably tonight's moon. And I will click on that and preview the mission. Now this tells me what time it's going to take the picture in universal time, and that will be today, the 26th, and the camera is Canary 2, which is a good one. That'll get you a good image of the moon, hopefully. Now things can cause issues with this, including weather and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and click Schedule Mission. And now it says it's all set up. You can do 5 missions at a time, and you'll see that as we start imaging different things. So you can learn more about the object and so on. I'm just going to click the Go Back up here to bring me back to the mission. I'll just click the back button up here again. Okay, so now I should have ready to take, I've got an image of the sun and I can add that, and I'll have to wait for the moon. They're going to take that image this evening, and you'll actually get an email in your school email when they're going to do it. So if you want to log in and watch the mission when they take an image of the moon, you can do that. I don't usually do that. Okay, finally, the next part, we're talking about scaling. And scaling, I'll go over in class more. I don't want to do that during this video, but this will have you determine the size of things using a certain standard of measurement. Okay, so that's how you start with Slooh. As you move on through this, you're going to finish with, I'll just click the back button here. You'll finish with a quest report as well as a infographic poster. And so this is what this quest will create for you, depending on what images you take. These are the images I took when I did this quest, and you can see you've got the moon, the sun. This is an object in the Milky Way. This is a nebula, the Eagle Nebula, and this one is a deep space object, which is actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this over. This is a galaxy. It's Andromeda Galaxy. Okay, and the sun is up here. So that's what we're looking at, and then your quest report will look like this. I guess I downloaded it, so I'll have to open it up. Hopefully you can see it. All right, I don't see it there. That's okay. There it is. Your quest report will have, as it's opening, your name on it and kind of how you did on the quest, and then I can take a look at that. That's the thing that we're going to have for your grade for this class for the Slooh portion. Okay. Any questions? Okay, I know here comes the quest report as stalling there a little bit. All right, so my name is on there. The quest completed tells me it's completed, and then I can go through and take a look at all the questions and things as well on there. That's your quest report. That's a PDF that you can attach to your assignment to turn in. Okay, let me clear that out. There we go. If there are any questions, I know getting into this is kind of confusing. We'll certainly take our time to make sure we have time to do this. I ask that you just, when I'm going over it in class, make sure you're engaging with it as well and going on the Slooh website and contacting me if you're having any difficulties or questions with it. Okay. All right. Good luck. Let me know if you need anything.